Disclaimer: I doesn't claim any of the arts. All the picture shown belongs to the respective artist and company. If you are original owner and want me to remove the video, I will do it immediately. Just send me an email to inform me. And if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel. The chapter begins with a narration about the skills Kim Taehyun acquired from Ricky. Kim Taehyun devoured 3 skills in total. The first skill, called Heart of a Higher Being, forms a mana stone inside the body and takes 30 days to complete. The second skill, Portal, creates a warp gate to a marked location and consumes 100 mana. This is the skill Ricky used to escape from Orgel. The narration explains that Ricky was obsessed with distinguishing herself from monsters because she bore the heart of a monster. Kim continues, saying that the final skill is the most important. Next, Kim Taehyun activates a skill called Memorize, a recording magic that uses 300 mana and allows him to store everything he sees in his memory. He holds a glowing blue orb with ribbons hanging in the air. Kim explains that this skill helped Ricky work as an investigator for the World Player Association. Kevin shouts, "Memorize was Ricky's unique skill. How can Kim Taehyun use it?" Kim responds that no one controlled mana as skillfully as Ricky. The narration reveals that Kim Taehyun knows how to transplant skills. Holding the blue memory cube, Kim Taehyun looks at the US players and says to himself, "Sorry, Ricky, I can't speak of devour, so I'll just borrow your name." Cody asks Kim Taehyun, "So what are you going to show us with Memorize?" Kim holds the glowing blue cube and a bright light fills the room as he activates the skill. The other characters are shocked. Kim explains that what Ricky recorded with Memorize was intelligence she discovered while investigating Orgel's castle. An image of Ricky appears in the memory, showing her with a serious and surprised expression. The memory depicts Orgel's castle, where large, monstrous figures with multiple eyes and horns are seated. Kim continues, explaining that the language of the monsters was being researched, but it took time to decipher. However, when Ricky saw the mural, she instantly understood it. The mural reveals that those seated beside Orgel were all archdukes. Ricky's eyes widen in shock and disbelief. The memory shows one of the beings, labeled as Beast King Orgel, with horns and a terrifying skeletal face. It continues, revealing more archdukes beside Orgel: Succubus Queen Rosaria, Serpent Vampire Lord Igmoon, Demon King Beelzebub, Dragon Lord Hazard, and Abyss King Jormungandr. Each one appears powerful and fearsome, highlighting their high rank among the archdukes. The memory then introduces another archduke, Sky King Lucifer, who has wings and horns. The words on the walls state that the 7 archdukes steal territory from each other, governing the abyss in a fragile balance. Ricky looks at the mural, which depicts an empty throne at the highest seat. She asks, "Who does the empty throne signify?" A shadowy figure of Orgel appears behind her. Orgel says, "You have managed to come this far, meet Sack," revealing how the monsters view humans. The memory ends and everyone returns to the present stunned. The US Player Association members react to the memory, reeling from the new experience and the shocking information they have gained. Kevin, placing his hand on his head, says in disbelief, "This can't be." Until now, the US had only identified 3 archdukes, Orgel, Igmoon, and Lucifer. We didn't know their number, but thanks to the sacrifices of these players, we now know for sure. Frustrated, Kevin grits his teeth and continues, "Even a single archduke crossing the gate could wipe out all of humanity." Lowering his head and placing his hand on the table, he adds, "But there aren't just 3, there are 7, right? And now you're saying there may be someone even above them." Hearing his words, Kim deactivates his skill and remains silent. The scene shifts to the abyss, to Orgel's castle, where Min Jihong says, "Oh God, is this the end, Lord Orgel?" As Orgel regenerates his body, he replies, "Indeed." Min Ji-hong, looking determined, smiles menacingly with glowing golden eyes and says, "It's still hard to believe that one of the Abyss Archdukes was cut down and even needed the power of this species." Orgel responds, "It was a simple accident. I could have recovered without your help." He adds, "But I dislike waiting too long. Speak to me like that again and I'll crush you." Min Ji-hong smiles and says, "I'll be careful. May I ask why you chased after Kim Tae-hyun so urgently?" Orgel replies, "He possesses a special ability, a power permitted only to a certain one." Min Ji-hong asks, "A certain one? Who is that?" Orgel answers that this certain one is someone who rose to the throne of the Abyss and led the Archdukes to challenge the realm. A figure with long white hair is shown, glowing with a bright light, labeled as the King of the Lower Realm. Min Ji-hong asks, "The King of the Lower Realm," he adds, "but things are different now." Orgel, standing over Min Ji-hong, points his finger at him and says, "I will issue you a new command. Go to Earth, Contractor, obliterate your kind and plunge it into chaos." Min Ji-hong kneels before Orgel, looking tense. Orgel continues, "Unlock the key to the King of the Lower Realm and present it to me." Orgel then declares, "I shall take the key and subjugate the entire Abyss, and I shall rise as the new king." Min Ji-hong replies, "I shall obey your command, my lord. All shall proceed according to Lord Orgel's plan." Back in the U.S. Player Association room, Kim Tae-hyun asks the chairman, "Chairman, what do you plan to do now?" The chairman replies with a serious expression, "Well, we have to convene an emergency meeting immediately, though I doubt there is any effective countermeasure." Kevin looks shocked as Kim says, "What? The U.S.?" Kim continues, "This is no longer a matter solely for the U.S. Player Association. The future of all humanity is at stake, so the entire world needs to know this information." With a serious face, Kevin adds, "If we do that, it could trigger uncontrollable chaos." He continues, "But it could also be a chance for everyone to unite against." Kim Tae-hyun, looking serious, says, "Ricky was never someone who served only her country's interests. Please honor her will." The chairman nods and replies, "Very well. Once it's organized, we'll share it through the World Player Association." Kim adds, "Also through Memorize, I saw a figure of light hidden beneath this very place in her memories." Shocked and surprised, the chairman looks thoughtful and says, "You have even discovered that much?" One of his men whispers, "Chairman, Kim Tae-hyun has become our most critical ally." The chairman nods and says, "I see." He turns to Kim Tae-hyun and adds, "Kim Tae-hyun, please come with us for a moment." The room glows with blue light as the U.S. Players and Kim Tae-hyun descend to the lower floors in a large elevator. The chairman continues, "If you've studied history, you'll know." Kim looks serious as Kevin says, "Humanity before and after the discovery of the Abyss was completely transformed." Kim responds, "Yes, once people began awakening, they could access resources from the Abyss that don't exist on Earth, which fueled much of our advancement." Kevin interrupts, "That's the common belief, but it's not the whole truth." He continues, "The Abyss and humanity's awakening didn't happen at the same time." Looking serious, he says, "At first, the Abyss was just a hell we couldn't handle. It only became a land of opportunity." The scene shifts to a structure in the ocean as the chairman says, "After the U.S. recovered something from the Pacific." He continues, "The moment we came into contact with this, humanity began to awaken." Kim Tae-hyun, shocked, says, "This is..." Standing in front of a glowing white figure, he says, "Let me introduce it." He adds, "Our salvation and the force that evolved mankind. We call it no name." The chairman continues, "You could call it a god and it wouldn't be far off, but we can't officially refer to it that way." Kim Tae-hyun, surprised, says, "A god," he thinks to himself, "no name. So it's not the king?" Then Kim asks Kevin, "America's been hiding something this massive all this time?" Kevin closes his eyes and replies, Distance remains unchanged. A chosen nation led by its elite must guide progress. He adds, sadly, despite all the secrecy, we've gained nothing from it since the first awakening. Neither the one before him nor the one before him could obtain anything from No Name. Still, we're starting to uncover small clues to No Name's mysteries. Kim Tae-hyun looks at the figure and wonders what it could be. Then, shocked and surprised, he says, just now, it looked like it moved. The No Name figure's face glows golden, then its golden aura turns black. Its face shifts from white to dark blue, and three eyes, red, blue, and menacing, appear on the left side, staring at the players with a threatening gaze. Kim Tae-hyun, the chairman, Cody, Marcus, and the others look shocked and horrified, wondering what is happening. The No Name figure glows brightly in its chamber, casting shadows as the group stands before it. With that, the chapter ends. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Support this channel by liking this video and subscribing the channel. And if you want me to recap another manhwa or manga, write its name on comment section. And if want to know what happened in previous chapter, you can watch them in this YouTube channel.